Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn how to draft a queen and neckline. So as you can see, what I'm doing right here is folding my paper into two so that when I am drafting on fold, by the time I open it up, we'll have a clearer idea of what it would look like for the front pattern. So I'm going to cut and draft it on fold now. So by the time I open it up, we'll have the full pattern for the front. So let's dive right into it. Thank you. So I'm going to start by drafting my neckline. And so for that, you can go by 3 inches for the width and 2 inches for the depth, or 3 inches for the depth, depending on how deep you want it to be or how wide you want it to be. So that 3 inches is the standard for most adult size. And then the depth is for how deep you want it to be, depending on how much cleavage or how high you want your neck to be. Then I'm going to mark out my shoulder, which is my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and then I include my shoulder slope, which is coming down by 1 inches and then connecting into the neckline. And now I'm marking my shoulder to my bust, shoulder to my waist, shoulder to my hip. And so do not forget that to get your chest line for your armhole, you go 2 inches above your bust line. So 2 inches above your bust line is your chest line for your armhole. Some people also measure their armhole by marking out their bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So what I'm doing now is I'm drawing a straight line to mark across and then place our body measurements on the line. So what I'm going to do now is impute my body measurements. So on the chest and the bust line, I will impute my bust measurement divided by 4 plus my sewing allowance, which is typically 1 inch, or depending on how wide you want it to be. But for the waist as well, is waist measurement divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance, and same thing for the hip measurement, which is divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. And then I connect all the dots together. So at this point, I have connected the armhole and I've drawn it from the line of the shoulder slope down to the chest line and the bust line, and I'm connecting my hip to my waist and then back to the chest line to have our basic bodice pattern. And so what we are going to do to get our queen and neckline is to take our ruler and connect that line from our shoulder edge to the line on the chest line. Sorry that this chicken is making noise at the other hand, but then just like I stated here, we are going to connect our ruler from that shoulder edge on that neckline to, we bring it in. So depending on how close you want it to be to your armhole, but what I'm doing here now is I do not want my chest line to be too deep so that my cleavage will not show. So what I'm doing is I'm even going higher than my chest line now to make it more modest, and I'm connecting and having a sweet line into the chest line. So as you can see, I am just connecting from the armhole to where my sweetheart neckline is going to my chest line. And so from there, I can see how the queen hand neckline is drafted. So like I said, you draft it from the edge of that shoulder to inner part of your chest line, closer to the armhole. Then you have like a slant or a slope line going the other way to the armhole side, but not too close to your armhole. Now for the dart, I am going out by my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, and I'm marking that from the middle on the bust, waist and hip line, and then I'll go out by ½ inch on that line on the waistline. So on that nipple to nipple measurement line, exactly on where it is in the waistline, I'll go out by ½ inch and I'll connect it to the upper part, which is the bust line, and close to the hip line as well, to have our darts. So from here, you have an idea of how the queen and neckline looks and how to get it. Thanks for watching and thanks for waiting this far. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.